Rejection doesn't take anything away from you. So what do you have to lose? Hey, how you doing? My name's Ryan J, and this is day 1 on how to go live. Like my shirt? How appropriate. Yeah, I'm a dork. I had these made. Anyhow, so yeah, that's what today's video, I'm gonna really go through basics, what it is, what social media platform you can use, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Snapchat, Twitter. You can do it on Twitter. You can do it. There's so many different platforms to go live on. For this training, we're going to just stick to Facebook. I'm going to treat you like a super beginner, if that's okay with you. So we'll start from the very basic. And I'm going to teach you what I know about going live in this video, day number 1. Day number 2, we'll get into a little bit more specifics, but let's stick with the basics for today. Okay, so what is going live? Well, as you're paying attention right now, I am in a live video. That's what it is. It's a function, it's a tool in Facebook where you, rather than posting a meme or a written message or just a picture, you have the opportunity to, in your settings, push go live, and it's a red camera, and then it, bada bing, magically via the internet, you are putting out a live message. Now, and that might be useful for a whole bunch of things. You might use it for a whole bunch of things. I don't know you and why you have the urge to go live, but that's what a live is. And it's live information, like live, Saturday Night Live, uninterrupted. Most of the time I don't do mine with scripts. Like, I'll have bullet points, like today. These are literally my notes for going live today. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 bullet points, not scripted, but that's just my personality style, and that's how I do it. Now, it may be different for you. So that's what it is. Why would you go live? Why? What's your why? Well, engagement. People notice live videos and live content more. Like, okay, here's an example. For my own personal page, I can type out a message. No picture, no video, no anything. No kittens, not me. No video, just written word. I will probably get 4 likes on that. Now, does that mean a whole bunch of other people didn't see it? No, I'm sure they did, but they didn't like it. That's how I kind of judge how effective it is and how many eyeballs are on it. Because I don't know how many people see it and don't like it. Maybe a bunch. Now let's go, for example, a live video. I may take that written content, put up a little title, okay, what my title is for the live video, push live, use those same written words, maybe expand upon it a little bit, but those same written words, I'll get 40 likes or views on the live. So a live video, why are you doing it? For more exposure. the chance of somebody paying attention to your live video or a video that you have done is, from my experience, 10 times greater to reach your audience. Now, what is your audience? It varies. It varies. I'm making this for entrepreneurs, small business owners, people that have a message that they want to get out into into the public and have awareness towards your message. I'm probably not making this video for a kid that plays Fortnite. They're not going to watch that. So knowing that, and knowing that I get more exposure by going live to my niche people, that's why you would want to do it. You know, if you want to go live playing Fortnite, well, then you can do that on Twitch, which that's totally different anyhow. And we're not talking about that. We're talking about, like, maybe it's promoting your business, promoting your cause, getting the word out about your podcast. Maybe you have an artsy craftsy thing that you want to promote, that you want to get live out to. Maybe you have a charity that you really embrace. Maybe you want to, like, have attention to that. A GoFundMe. You know, there's so many different ways and reasons to go why. So going live, you get more eyeballs on it, and whatever your reason is. All right, here is the big one where I know a lot, well, everybody struggles with this point, this next point right here, and that's the fear. And that's the fear of pushing the little red button that says go live. Yes, I get it. I've had it. I had it the very first time. I had to give a speech in front of my 7th grade English class on a paper. Deathly afraid of public speaking. Deathly afraid. And I would gather that 99% of the population has some sort of fear or anxiety or worry about judgment and fear of, like, public speaking, going live. You know, it's just a self-conscious thing. I get it. I've had it. I've had it multiple occasions. And it all started not with going live. Well, okay. It all started my first time in 7th grade when I had to read 2 pages in front of my 7th grade class, and it just so happened that the most popular girl in school that I had a huge crush on was sitting in the front row, and I'm stumbling and fumbling over my words and my nose is running, and it was just an absolute horror show mess. Yes, that deeply ingrained a sense of fear of public speaking in me. Now, fast forward to the social media days. Well, I had that same fear of probably posting my first selfie. Now, people are taking hundreds of selfies a day, and most social media has some sort of goofy filter where you can have rabbit ears or dog ears and your tongue's super. It's just getting wacky. It's crazy. It's craziness out there, I tell you. But my first fear of being on social media was posting my first selfie. What if people don't like me? What if they, you know, what if, judgy, judge, what if they do this? What if they say bad things? You know, that type of attitude, that type of mind frame, that type of ingrained, protect my feelings type deal. Then it happened with going live my first time. I literally sat in front of the camera for a half hour rearranging my desk and doing things and doing everything, you know, everything in the world possible to avoid pushing that live button. Then I just did it. Just did it. It happened again when I launched my YouTube channel. What are people gonna think? And judge. I'm scared to do this. I'm scared to do this. It happened again when I launched my podcast. Are people gonna listen to me? What are they gonna think? You know what? Yeah, so it has happened. My first selfie, my first live, my first YouTube, my first podcast. It's continuous and it will always be there. Whatever the next format is, I'm sure I'm going to have fear, worry, and anxiety. But you know what overcomes this? And this is the part that's important, and this is the writer downer. Is your message that you want to get out more important than what people think or judge you for? Or give you a nasty comment? Why don't you grow hair? What happened to your hair? You say too many times. Yeah, I do. I'm Midwestern. That's kind of how we talk. That's just me, okay? But I'm not perfect, and I don't have to be perfect to get my message and to get my point across and to be effective. And the sooner you embrace that, where it doesn't matter what one, it's social media. They're behind a keyboard. So go kick rocks, whatever. The sooner, and this doesn't include social media, it's just an all-encompassing type good life habit to grasp. The quicker and sooner you don't give a shit about what other people think, you actually just created yourself more freedom to you do you. And to pay attention to what's important to you. Is your message important enough to gather up the strength, courage, and testicular fortitude to push go live? I hope it is. I hope it is. So that's overcoming the fear. Yes, it's there. It's natural. But with practice, you can overcome it. And once you get into the daily routine and habit, it's now second nature. This might be kind of weird for you to hear. Now I've gotten to the point where if a day goes by and I have not done a live, if a day, one single day goes by and I have not done a live video, one, I feel lazy. Two, I feel like I've let people down. The people that follow my content, the people that do give me the thumbs up, the people that do send me the good messages, the people that do say, hey, I enjoy your content. If I don't do that, I feel like I let them down. And plus, it's now so ingrained in my routine and habit that I start itching, getting all nervous. Like, did I do a live today? I should do another one if I didn't. So the more you do it, it's like riding a bike. Practice, 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 repetition, repetition, repetition. No, you're not going to be good your very first live. You're not. My very first live sucked. And it could be easily debated that my current live sucks. Could be easily debated. I'm not a professional. Yes, of course. Well, of course, Ryan J., you're not a professional. Yeah, I don't have a lighting crew, and I don't have a makeup guy, and, my backup dancers are on the way. I promise. Of course, your first one's going to suck, but you need to get it under your belt. And here's the good thing about it. If you're worried about what people say, just tell them in the first 30 seconds of your live, hey, this is my first live video and it might stink. If you let people know, they're not going to be so hard and judgy on you. So letting them know there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing at all. Nothing wrong with that. Plus, it relieves some of the pressure on you. So that's a win-win. And don't worry too much about the hate comments. Don't worry about too much about being judged, because yeah, it's gonna happen. But when it does, just say, hey, thanks a lot for paying attention. I really will take your feedback into consideration. Make it a great day. But more often than not, you're not going to have negative comments. And another aspect to negative comments, and if you get a troll and how to deal with them, just realize that hurt people hurt people. So it's easy to sit on the other side of a keyboard and type negative comments and hate and bring people down on social media via this platform. It's super easy to do. Just realize and know that the person sitting in that chair doing that has nothing better to do than spew hate and negative feelings. So I actually kind of feel sorry for them, that they are a hurt person and they're lashing out at you to try and hurt you. So wish them a great day. Or it's pent up anxiety that they see you making moves and doing something that they don't have the courage to do. And if that might also be a reason, and if it is one, pat yourself on the back, because you're doing a damn good job. All right. Fear, judgment, and embarrassment, you got to get over it. It's going to happen. Whatever. Take it with a grain of salt. And remember, of course, negativity is going to come towards your way, but hopefully you're spreading enough value and positivity that you're not even going to pay attention to the people over in the corner making a whole bunch of whatever distractions, because your message is going to be powerful and people want to hear what you have to say. So pay no mind to that, and your motivation and your drive and your determination to get your message out there is not going to be stopped by some troll on the other side. I believe in you. Okay, what are you going to talk about? Whoa, I have no idea what I'm going to talk about today. What should I talk about today? I don't know. That's often a question. Matter of fact, I had the exact same question myself. How do I go live all the time and have new things to talk about? Well, you know what? You can actually talk about the same thing over and over and over again, and literally people will not notice that you talked about the same thing on this live as you did a week ago, because people are busy. They are not always paying attention to you all the time, and that's a relief actually to know. So if you conduct and look at it like, look at your audience and your niche as people standing in front of a subway, waiting to get on the subway. And that thing comes by super fast, zoom, and then it stops. And then the people get on the subway. All right? Look at your live and look at social media in that context. That there's so much out there that it's constantly just going by. And if so happens that somebody stops and gets on your Facebook Live and leaves you a comment, that's like them getting on your cab or your train car on the subway. It's constantly going past, constantly. And that's what your niche or your people or the people you're trying to reach or your Facebook friends, that's what they're bombarded with all day long. Well, as long as they're on social media. I wouldn't say all day long, but you get what I'm talking about. So if you think about it like that, you could have 5 topics and talk about 5 topics every single day, week after week, and people would maybe start to pay attention, but don't worry about what you're going to talk about. And here's an easy way to come up with new content if you don't like the idea of rehashing old ideas and just replaying it over and over again. Here's a way to come up with fresh ideas every single day. And this was taught to me by one of my mentors, Ray Higdon. He runs the network marketing group, Rank Makers. He's been my coach, teacher, and trainer for a couple of years now, and he's awesome. It's the ILT method. ILT. This is a writer-downer. This is for unlimited content all the time. ILT. Invest, learn, teach. Invest your time, money, whatever resource into learning about a new skill, learning about planets, learning about, hey, this is what I learned, how to find that sock that always seems to disappear in the dryer. Whatever it is, whatever you invested your time or money into, learned a new skill set or learned something intriguing that is going to provide value to your audience, then teach on it. Teach on it. Okay, so let's just take this video right here as an example. So I invested my time and a little bit of money and resources to learn the skill on how to do live. Plus, I learned and invested in myself to get over the fear and in the anxiety and the worry and the judgment and get some good thoughts and some solid mental and positive thoughts that displaces that junk, that what if people judge me, and came out with it like my message is more important than what people think about me. I invested my time and energy to develop that. I've learned how to do that. Thus, I'm shooting a video right now on teaching that to you. Get it? All right. So that's just one reason. That's just one way. So that can come from Netflix shows. Maybe you watched The Social Dilemma. And if you haven't, I watched it twice this last week, and it's an excellent program on Netflix if you haven't canceled your subscription because of cuties. Whatever, different topic, different conversation, but I'm not canceling my Netflix because I don't watch cuties. But I did watch The Social Dilemma, and I watched it twice, and there's great information on that. So if you found something interesting on Netflix, or maybe it's in a book, here, my pocket. I've used this book on gratitude 7 or 8 times for live content. Jordan Peterson, 12 Rules for Life. I created a course from that. So that's investing time, money, learning, sharing, teaching. So books, audio, video, just experience, invest, learn, teach, ILT. Format. let's get the format here. You should have an introduction. Always introduce yourself. Hey, I'm Ryan J, and today, welcome, and I hope you're fine and happy and healthy, and how's your day? Bada bing. Give me a shout out where you're from, that sort of deal. Introduce yourself, because not every single time. Yes, it says so, who they're watching, but not everybody knows who you are, and it is social media. So what if somebody shares your video? Hey, now you're in the big leagues. Now you're on their profile and their friends are watching your live. They don't know who you are, so always introduce yourself. Introduce yourself. Introduce what you will be talking about during that live. Then you're going to have your body of content. Your body of content, okay? After the introduction, let's get into it. And then teach them. At the end, okay, you're going to wrap it up. You're going to close it up. All right, that's what I got for you today. I hope it brought you value. If it did bring you value, I appreciate it if you go ahead and share it, or give me a like, and follow my business page, or write your questions or comments down below, and I promise I'll get back to you. That type of close, you're also going to want to give them, you're going to want them to do something. You're going to want them to do something. So what is your call to action? Were you giving them information so that they could join your opportunity, buy your product, get more information? Are they going to be reaching out to you because you have some sort of super cool document that you want to share with them? Is there more information that you're sharing with them? Get the people on the live, or people that are watching it for the content, have something that they can do. Like, follow, share. That's pretty basic. Reach out to me in my DM for the super secret guide and 7 extra tips and tricks on how to XYZ, whatever you were talking about. Get them to do something. Get them to reach out to you. And so that's the close. Here's another part of the format. Okay, so in the intro, you're going to tell them what you're telling them what you're going to tell them. Then you're going to tell them, then also towards the close, you're going to tell them what you told them. So you're telling them 3 times. And I want to say that technique came from Toastmasters. I really want to say so, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But you're going to tell them what they're going to hear. You tell them, and then you tell them what you told them. So at the beginning of this video, I was like, we're going to talk about how to do a Facebook Live or social media live. I'm going to treat you like you are a beginner. And I told you, so I went through why you're going to go live. We talked about fear and overcoming that your message to get out is way more important than the naysayers. We're going to talk about content and how to create content. We talked about the ILT method. So I introduced you, I told you what I'm telling you, and now I just told you what I told you. So tomorrow, we're gonna talk about engagement. I will get more specific. If you have questions during this or after watching this, please submit your questions so I can answer them and get back to you and answer them. Because like this was 101 Facebook going live, social media going live. If you have specific questions, I'd love to answer them for you. If you got value and you know any entrepreneurs, small business owners, anybody that could get value out of how to go live, anybody in sales and marketing, a real estate agent, anybody like that would use this information and deem it helpful, share it with them. Take them in the post. Till tomorrow, I'll talk to you next time. This is Ryan J. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy. Make it an epic day. Bye.